Well, we have had a disaster. I don't know how I'm going to make it on Remission this morning. Our automated coffee latte maker is kaput. Software is gone. The wand for the milk is not working. Tried to reset it and it just got worse. So this is what we have to do. I have to use a French press. I bought this French press all the way back in Grenada just for this eventuality, I guess it is to say. So we're gonna have to do the French press until we get a new one. More on that a little later. I don't know if I'm gonna make it without my lattes. Gotten kind of spoiled here in my old age. Cindy just laughs and smiles. I guess she gets it. Today is a big day. We are heading down to the South Pass. But first I got to get rid of all these damn birds. They're just camping out, pooping everywhere. Get out of here. They're not even afraid of me. Get out of here. Come on, you too. They have been hanging out like this, never afraid of us. But like I said, it's a big day. We're heading to the South Pass. I got stuff I got to do to get ready. First, I got to take down my red tarp here. Provides shade, keeps the boat a lot cooler. I'm going to take it down, and then I'm going to prepare to get the anchor up. A little worried on the anchor. Sorry to break in here, but when you have lattes every day of your life and then you have to have a regular coffee, it sucks. But anyways, where was I? Oh, got to bring up the anchor. Now, bringing up the anchor is normally not a big deal. Cindy does at the controls and I'm at the helm, but today where we're anchored out there are a lot of bommies. Bommies are just big coral heads. And we're in 60 feet of water. Even though the water's clear, we can't see the bottom here. And so I got to bring it up nice and slow, make sure we're not wrapped around anything. If we are wrapped around any bommies, which is probably a 50-50 chance, I'm going to have to put the scuba gear on and go down and untangle the chain. Not real excited about that. I mean, I like to dive, but I want to get moving. So gonna have to take it easy. I got a shark going by. Oh, gone. That's kind of cool. But yeah, this is something we got to worry about here if that chain gets wrapped around, and I can't free dive to 60 feet. So that's where we're headed now. I'm going to take down the tarp, get the anchor all ready, and we'll see how we do it. Oh, then to continue on. After that, we're going to head over to the fuel dock. We mentioned we burned quite a bit of fuel just getting to Fakarava. And I don't know if you can really see it behind me, but Fakarava has one of the few fuel docks outside of the Society Islands. In fact, it may be the only fuel dock outside of the Society Islands where we can just pull up the boat and fill up. I mean, it is a one pump town, but at least we can fill up. That beats having to do the jerry can thing, which once we get up to the Marquesas, that's going to be my life, which is not fun. All right, so it's time to get ready to weigh anchor. Coffee. As you might remember, when Cindy came back from Denver, she brought a lot of stuff. One of those things was our new kayak. Now this kayak is almost 16 feet long and about 2.5 feet wide, and we just didn't have a spot for it. We found one. Look at how we got this set for transport. I think that's going to work. Got her tied down a little bit, and she's just the right height. A little bit of a chore to get her up there, but sure beats.
All the toys in the back, with the exception of Mr. Glamour, his coffee machine.
Yeah, well, yeah, still don't know how I'm going to survive. I just can't do the black coffee. But so we got this set up. I think we're ready to weigh anchor and head to the fuel dock. anchor secure. Well, that went easier than I thought it would. So it anchors up and secure. Oh shoot, forgot one thing though. Need to make sure I put the bridle back. Again, this is not normally my job. Well, if you know me at all, you know the one thing I am really not is patient. We're sitting here waiting at the gas dock, and there's a small boat there. He has been done for 10 minutes. It's still sitting there. The guy went in to pay a while ago. I don't know what he's doing in there now. I don't know if you can really see it or not. But they're just sitting there. They could have easily moved back, given us room to go in. But no, I guess, I mean, I lived on the boat for 2 years and I'm still not on island time. Just frustrating. We are working our way down to the south coast, but we're still close to the Rotova, and we're getting down further down the Motus, and you can see this must be the high-end district. We got some beautiful white sand beaches along here. Looks like a nicer bunch of houses, maybe even a lodge too. In fact, that straight ahead looks like a lodge. And they got their own little super yacht out here. We never came this far down on our tender. It's probably 5 miles further down than we were before, but it's kind of a nice area. I think we're going to have a nice leisurely sail all the way, well, nice leisurely motor all the way down to the South Pass. It can't be a more beautiful day. We just wish we had more than 2 knots of wind. So again, it's, you know, kind of been this whole trip, you know, motor of the day. I mean, can you believe this water? I mean, it's just amazing. It's this calm. An hour and a half into our trip. This calm, and then that beautiful. There's a reason they call this paradise. Look at that beach. Nobody lives down here. Can you imagine what beachfront in Hawaii looking like that would be? I kind of wonder what it'd be like here.
Okay, Bart's ready to take a little scuba dive down to look at the anchor. We have 2 bommy buoys out, but we just want to make sure that we're not on any bommies. It was kind of clouded, so it was difficult to see whether we were in sand or on top of buoys. It looked like we dropped where we were in sand, but it's always best to validate. Good.
So freaking hot. I don't mind doing this. So looks like we're on a bommy, so I'm gonna move the floats so that we're off of it, hopefully. This is the first time we've done this, so should be interesting.
I don't know if you can see it, but right out there is the second of our 2 bommy buoys that we laid.
I'm gonna move the first one first, then I'm gonna come back and get that one.
All right.
I might move both of them. I don't know. It depends.
All right. Yeah, I can see we might be on this bommy here. I can't even sit down. There's so much bird crap up here.
Good thing we got a full tank of water. Clean it off.
They had a party.
Let's see what we got. Boy, that's a strong current.
Oh, look at part of the birds left part of the fish that they were eating on here. Up. And he let go of the buoy. Silly guy. Oh, no, it's still on the chain. It's just coming up. I don't know if you can see this, but he's now moved the chain off of the first bommy. And he's relocating it down a tunnel in between a couple of other bommies. This way he's moving it forward, the buoy ball forward, so that it'll lift more of the chain up off the floor. We have approximately 60 meters of chain out. So what's the verdict?
That has to be the absolute worst anchoring job in the history of mankind.
Oh, what happened?
There's a big old mound there. We're on one side of the mound, all the way over there, across it. It's all rock, so luckily there's no coral, but I gotta get a real tank. It's gonna take a while to get us clear. Well, it took me a full tank, but I moved that chain. We're clear of the rocks now, and the balls are actually doing a little bit of good. I don't think we'll get caught. I'll probably go down again tomorrow, maybe move the buoys a little bit and move the anchor. The anchor's just sitting on the ground, but we got so much chain out that we ain't going nowhere, especially with no wind here. But I think I got my workout for the day. 85-pound anchor and chain that is so heavy. Moving it over a pinnacle, actually a couple pinnacles, was not easier. But it's done. I'm pooped. I'm ready for a beer. Actually, I'm just ready to sit down and enjoy the view. Glad that's done. So today we're heading over to the South Pass for the first time. Gonna check it out, see about diving over there, see what else is available around there. Actually heading into the pass now. Looks like it's a pretty calm time of day to go in here. Oh, they are on the little dinghy mooring right there. Well, we made it all the way into the pass. I think it's time to turn around. Maybe go talk to the dive shop. Well, Happy New Year. As you can see, it's pretty windy out here today. It's the wind is coming from the north, which is about the worst spot we could be, because you can see we're on a lee shore now. And I don't know how well you can see out there, but there is a mass exodus of boats all heading over to Harifa, which is better protected from the north wind. And I mean, there's got to been, I don't know, 6 or 7 boats at least that have moved out. You know, this anchorage was totally full yesterday, but not so much today. Yeah, we're gonna go dive the wall of sharks, and otherwise we would probably go with them. We seem to be holding pretty good. I've checked the chain a couple times. I've wrapped around some bommies. I've had to go down. I've already used up over 2 tanks of Scuba getting it fixed, and it probably needs it again. But like I said, we're going diving. and we're supposed to have this wind for about 2 more days. So maybe after diving we'll head out. I don't know. We'll wait and see. Always something. Looking down at the chain, I can't see much of it, but it seems to be pulling straight, which is a good thing. I think I arranged it well enough yesterday. We should be okay, but I may have to check again. Yeah, I'm not liking this north wind at all. We're bouncing a lot, and Cindy's not too happy about it. But we're going diving, so it is what it is. So what are we doing today?
We're diving the wall of sharks.
Yeah.
There wasn't a breeze yesterday, and today we have gale force winds.
Gale force. Maybe 13 knots. It's just at a bad direction. And we're going with the dive company. And there they are.
Here we are diving the Fakarava South Pass. The west side of the pass is known more for the dive life than the sharks. Bart's camera housing fogged up, so the footage is not as clear and crisp as we would have liked. But believe me, the diving is awesome. What we couldn't believe is the total number of Napoleon wrasps. Most dives in French Polynesia, you're lucky to see one, but here we saw at least 25.
So what'd you think of your first dive on the wall of sharks?
That was pretty cool. Some big Humphreys, Bogarts,
Napoleon wrasps.
Napoleon wrasps. For some reason, they remind me of Humphrey Bogart.
There was a lot of them, and there was one that kept following me. because I turned around and take a picture of him. He had that little cut in his side of his belly.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he just kept following us the whole way.
Did you see that? I don't know what they were called. Protecting its eggs, and all the fish were trying to eat it, the nest.
No.
And the fish were going crazy, and the sharks came by really fast, like they thought they were going to get something.
I saw the sharks getting a little agitated there for a while.
Yeah, it's because some of those big, what are those Hawaiian looking fishes? Big ones.
The hooba 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 hooba.
And it was protecting its eggs.
Oh, okay.
And so all the fish were in a frenzy, which caused the sharks to go into a frenzy. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, but I really like this. The coral is beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of white coral.
It was it wasn't white coral. The fact that it wasn't white. I guess we did the different dives. But anyways, it was a great dive, I thought. I can't wait to do the next one.
Yeah.
The divers being
Go.
I don't know how that happened.
Now wiggle it. No, wiggle it with your hand.
The joys of being old. I must have broke that thing and didn't even know it.
Put your hand down. We made it to the wall of sharks, and again Bart's camera fogged up almost immediately. This east side of the pass is a bit deeper, at about 110 feet, and the current much stronger, which the sharks love. In these shots, you might be able to pick out up to 10 sharks. At times, there were 30 plus. The 2-knot current sweeps us into the lagoon. Here the coral is bright and alive, but is shallow, at times only 2 meters. In fact, a boat went overhead and was a little too close for me. One of our best dives in French Polynesia.
Well, we just finished our 2 dives on the wall of sharks. Absolutely incredible. Unfortunately, I don't think much of my footage came out. My underwater dive case just fogged up and couldn't really get anything, but the dives were phenomenal. Hundreds of sharks. So when they call it the wall of sharks, they weren't kidding. But now we got the inevitable task of cleaning up. With these. As you can see, we kind of just dumped it because the weather has really changed. We were only supposed to have maybe 10, maybe 15 knots at the most, but we're at over 20 now. And remember I showed you how many boats were here? Yesterday at this time there was at least 20. Now there's us and then one other guy. As you can see, it looks pretty bad out there. What makes it so bad with the north wind is we're on a lee shore. So if we were to break loose, before we could really do anything, we'd be on shore. Would not make it for a conducive time. Oh man. So we're definitely going to be on anchor watch. There's nothing we can really do. Is we could go out of the channel and into the open ocean and maybe go to another Motu or just hang out there. It's a lot calmer out there because it's blocked from the atoll. Or we can just stay here, and I think that's what we're going to do. It's just going to be on anchor watch all night. Probably won't get a whole lot of sleeping in because we're bouncing pretty good unless that wind calms down. But like I said, we were only supposed to get about 10, maybe 15 knots, and we're over 20 right now. So it's just going to ride it out. We've rinsed all the gear. I think it's just going to stay there too. Just kind of pooped, going to relax now and finish getting dressed. Well, after having this anchorage all to ourselves for the past 3 days because of the north wind, which is, as we mentioned, terrible here, we've now got some company. You can see we got a couple boats behind us, and we got a couple boats ahead of us, and I'm sure more coming in. So we're gonna go ahead and end this episode right here. We got Cindy over here cleaning the bird poop. And I'm gonna end this episode. Appreciate you watching. What I would really appreciate is if you guys would make sure that you have hit that subscribe button. And if you have, also hit that like button. Yeah, it really helps us out with the algorithm. And for my Facebook friends, how about commenting below on this video rather than on Facebook? Because again, it helps the algorithm a lot and can get us seen a lot better, you know, through the YouTube universe. But again, thank you for watching. Enjoy some pirate tales, and we'll see you next week. Why do cows wear bells around their necks? Because their horns don't work. One of my favorite Christmas movies is Love Actually.